Hello, people of YouTube, and how the devil are you? It's been a flipping long time. Crikey. Yes, I think it was, what was it, Birmingham Gaming Market last time I did one of these, and was that in September? Bloody hell. And yes, what have I been doing? Yeah, we did a couple of collection videos, and probably want to do some more, but I'm just a bit lazy. Just ever so busy at work at the moment. And just being lazy. I enjoy being lazy and playing games. Yeah, last month I played a lot of games. Was it last month in October anyway? Yeah, we're at the end of November now, so it's just last month, nearly 2 months ago. Anyway, rambling again. But yes, I was going to make a video on what I've been playing. I might just do that. But in the meantime, I got a package before I came to work, and I've been thinking about it, and I thought, do you know what, I'm going to make a video of these 4 games that have just come. So I've just picked up 4 brand new Dreamcast games, but just not just normal Dreamcast games, PAL Dreamcast games. And yeah, that's very unusual. I think there is only one company that does brand new Dreamcast games in the PAL boxes. I think, I might be wrong, but this is the only people that I know. I've already got some of the games before, so a lot of you guys might already know what they are. And in fact, you might even know what these games are as well if you've been keeping up, because I'm not going to be the first person to speak about these games, because literally they've just come out. I ordered them 13 months ago. Crikey, yeah. I looked at the receipt and it was like November, like beginning of November when I ordered them. And the thing is, some people would have ordered them before me, and like I think there was on pre-order for about 2 or 3 months before I ordered them. So yeah, some people had a long wait for these. But anyway, enough said. The company in question is Pixelheart. So they sent me this. Thanks for your order. Please do not hesitate to contact our after sales service if you have a problem. And let's hope we don't find anything. So yeah, they've also started including these. So there is a load of badges that you can collect, and there is 10 common, 6 uncommon, 4 rare, and 1 secret. And the one I got is a little Big Mac brother. So if you don't know who this character is, he is, Bit Mac Kid he's called. He's from a game called Magical Pockets, which they released on the Mega Drive. It's an Amiga game, which we've got Amiga running in the background, talking about the Amiga. So this is actually pretty cool. It's a shame I didn't get a few more badges since I've waited so long for this bloody order. But hey ho, it is what it is. So what are the games that I've got? I'm sure a lot of you guys probably already know what the majority of these games are going to be. They're all shmups, shooters. My favourite genre. I'm so much enjoying shooters more and more as I play them. It's a genre that I loved as a kid, but not just that. I'm loving it in later life as well. Not as good, but actually I'm playing it differently than I did back when I was a youth. I am now like I would play the games regularly, but I'm actually playing them for score. I never played them for score before, so I've got TV on. I shouldn't be distracting myself. But yeah, anyway. What games have I got? Now, a couple of these games I've already got before, but we'll discuss them. But we've got them in PAL boxes. So first up, what I'll probably do is I'm going to show these games, and then I'm probably going to play them and give you my thoughts, a bit more detailed thoughts than just showing you the games, because I think they deserve that, to be honest. But yeah, the first one in question is Ducks version 1.5, is it? So yes, this is a game that has been out for years and years. I always remember it. I know there's like a couple of versions of it, and the first one was, I think it was just too, not bland, but I think people were saying like things were just getting a bit too invisible, so they kind of made a pink bullets version, which I think that's what this is. So yeah, if I do a bit of a voiceover as well, I might talk a bit more in depth about some of these games. But yeah, this is pretty much a modern version of R-Type. So yeah, this stunning package. Like I say, it's all PAL. It looks like it could fit into your PAL collection. It's sealed. they do a fantastic job of these, and I think they're only like about 30 quid each, but you can get like vouchers on all the time from them, and it reduces the price. I think it cost out just over 100 quid for all these posted from France, and I didn't pay postal charges either, it just got sent. However, I did order these before Brexit, so I don't know if that makes a difference or not. So yeah, be careful with that. Don't just go in thinking that's going to be the end price. I don't really know what it's like afterwards. But yeah, Pixel Heart are really fast becoming one of my favourite limited run companies. Although because they're not super limited, everything is actually easy to get, and there's a couple of other shooters coming out soon I'm really looking forward to getting. But yeah, let's open this bad boy, shall we? So let's see how easy it is. It's not got one of them strips like the proper Dreamcast seals have, but opens relatively easy. Didn't have to use my teeth. So what is the package that we get in these? So, oh god, they are tight to open like a normal Dreamcast game. Oh my goodness, am I going to break this? Right, okay, so these aren't CDRs. These are actually burnt, well not burnt, I think is it called mill pressed? The pressed CDs, so they are good quality, good games, and they come with a manual. Now, is it going to be in full colour? No, not a full colour manual, but you know, it is what it is. Basically just has two pages of the English language, and then it's all different European languages. It is what it is, but it tells you exactly what the buttons do, and that's what more do you need sometimes. It's just nice to have a little manual in there, which more modern games don't get, especially for the price range that this was. So yeah, let's go over to me playing it, hopefully playing it. I don't know in what way, it might be good, it might be bad, I don't know. And then you can hear my thoughts on it.
So it was at this point I was hoping to be using a capture card to record some of this footage, but unfortunately I wasn't able to get it to work. I'm not too sure if it was to do with the pound cable that I used to turn it into a HD image, but it was coming across as like multiple images, and it was very strange. I can't work out what the problem was. But yeah, we're having to resort to the potato cam on my phone. So I apologise for any of the blown out images that you'll be seeing on the YouTube. You can pretty much see what the gameplay is, which is good. And yeah, you can actually see how visually stunning this game is. It's very unique in its look, sort of like textureless sort of graphics, but very colourful at the same time. Very Marmite. I think a lot of people could be put off by that, but I think if you know about it going in, you will actually enjoy it. So this game sort of like is a tribute to R-Type. A lot of these games have got like sort of a style that they try to replicate from other games, and like I say, this is definitely R-Type. However, it does add a few extra mechanics that kind of differentiates it from R-Type. It has a sort of like an absorb function where the bullets come to when you press the button, the bullets come towards that shield, and it does actually add a bit more to the strategy. Not all bullets of course do that, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Although it does make it rather easy. There's a lot of live studying about the game, and that shield really does take a lot of the punishment, really. So you can kind of like power your way through it. The actual shield, you can shoot it out and everything like that. However, it's not quite as sort of like easy as R-Type, and I tended realistically just to keep it close to my fist. Yeah, but and this game, like I say, I near enough beat it at one credit. I got to the end boss, and then I bloody died, didn't I? And I was like, oh, that was close. I was so close to beating it as well. But then I used to continue. It knocked me back not very far, and I was able to do it again. And yeah, so enjoyable. I actually, even though I found this really easy, I really enjoyed every moment of it. The music was good. I could say I really enjoyed the visuals actually, and yeah, I really go back to this. Probably next time around, make it into a hard mode, like raise the difficulty, and then maybe try and get it down to like a one life clear. Maybe I think a few rounds of this, you'll actually be able to get quite well, get quite far. So yeah, I give this high praise, to be honest. Very much enjoyed it. Probably 7 out of 10. I mean, it's not going to rival our type, but it's definitely it's a good tribute to it, and it's very enjoyable. So yeah, this one's a good one. So I'm going to knock my high score at the end. And if anyone wants to challenge it, they can do. It's not. I'm not saying it's a fantastic score, but if you want to, yeah, knock yourself out and have a go.
Hello, I'm back again. So hopefully that was okay. That went all right. If not, I'm just going to sound stupid saying I'm back, aren't I? But yes, anyway, next up we've got Arm 7, which is another game. You can tell as well that that Dux was a later release than this, or at least I say an earlier release, because it looks like there's a bit more polish on this one. Again, this actually has on the back of it a little hologram to say that this is number 121 of 2,000 pieces. So there's only 2,000 of these made. However, I don't know how many are sold. Like I say, I don't know if these are sold out. It's like 13 months ago. I think last time I went on the page, they hadn't. So yes, you can also get these in Japanese flavour and I think American flavour as well, which is pretty good. If you go to Dylan's Hyper Trigger X page, he's actually shown the Japanese versions, which I was mighty jealous about because he ordered them like literally a month ago or something, and he got them like straight away within a couple of weeks. And I was like, hey up, I've ordered these ages ago. Why have I not got them? But anyway, yeah, this is 121 and this is called Arm 7. Now, this game in particular looks like a game that should not be named, should not be mentioned, which a couple of us probably know what that is, but if you don't, it plays well. What it looks like plays like Hyperduel, which is a Sega Saturn game. Really good sort of like combined mech shooter where it turns from a mech to a sort of spaceship, and by the push of a button. Really good game, or at least some people think so. Anyway, in jokes, isn't it funny? But yes, this looks really good. Let us open up and see. Like I say, I think this is one of the ones that I definitely was waiting on to be put onto disc. So yeah, seal feels exactly the same. Actually, a bit thicker actually. Case is still annoyingly hard to open, like all bloody Dreamcast games. Now I'm going to probably break it out. So not as exciting sort of disc art on that one. Obviously it will be a metal CD one again. Inside we actually have a certificate this time on a really thick piece of card, which is nice. And yeah, it's hand numbered 121 of 2,000 pieces, so it's quite nice. It actually matches what is on the back. I say it's nice, isn't it? It's not really. And yeah, so let's have a look. So this is actually black and white. Think again, same kind of thing, and then it advertises more games on the back. So we've got Another World, The Escapee, Bang Busters, which is a lot like Pang. Been tempted to get that. It's a Neo Geo game, and then Fade to Black, Flashback, which are all on Dreamcast as well. So went predominantly for shooters. Like I say, my favourite style. So let's see what I think about this game and see if it plays like the Hyperduel that I mentioned a second ago.
So, does Arm 7 play like Hyperduel? I'd say yes and no. It very much pays homage to it, just like a lot of these do, to a certain shooter and stuff like that. And it does got like a lot of nods to it and everything. However, it probably plays a lot more like Spriggan Mark II on the PC Engine, in the fact that it's a mech style shooter that you can't change into a spaceship or anything. Can't have that two different levels of tactical power. You do have a sort of like adjustable shot where you can like fire up and down. However, I just pretty much locked it straight forward. Didn't need to worry about the different angles, to be honest. Maybe I wasn't playing it right, but that's how I was. You do have a life system that's quite cool. You have 3 lives, and then you get a shield for 4 lives. once the shield gets put down, you're then at risk of losing a life. And every time you lose the life, carry on playing. You don't just like reset. So it's kind of like a one life with 3 chances, as well as another set of chances with the shields. So once you lose, like I say, once you lose the life, you don't then regenerate your shields. So you kind of lose all your lives consecutively quite quick if you're in a bit of a tight situation. Usually at the bosses, it's usually the bosses where I have the problems. And if you notice, it actually has 2 different versions of this. You've got the ARM7 number and ARM7 written as number 7. I think the number 7 is the remaster of the original, which was an originally PC remake. I played that one first, and I couldn't quite complete it. I found it a little bit hard, a little bit harder in places and a little bit easier in places than the original. I went back onto the original, and I absolutely loved it. You got a lot more lives, I think, in the new one. However, I much preferred the gameplay and it's sort of like the visual style. It's a little bit more like sprite based looking, I think, in the original, the one with the ARM7, written 7. And I did enjoy that so much more. You also get a charge shot, which you can use your secondary weapon, which you get to choose in a loadout. And you've got quite a lot of different varieties. And like I say, I played the 2 different ones. Like I say, this is just a snapshot to see how I thought about them. So I only played them briefly. It's just a first look of them. And I noticed that the charge shot on the original charged a lot quicker than on the old version of it. So I think because of that, I was like concentrating more, using the charge shot a lot more sparingly. And because of that, I managed to make the game a lot quicker. So yes, but there is those 2 different ways to play it. Graphically, I think it's quite a good looking game. It's got like that space speed, lots of bullets going on, but not too hectic where it kind of like overpowers you or anything like that. This is definitely a game I'll go back and play. I definitely want to play it again in hard mode and try and complete it that way. Got to one point and I thought it was going to loop because I thought it got to like an animation. There's a lot of cutscenes in the game. And I got to a cutscene and I thought, oh, I'm at the end. And then it started again, and I'm sure it was the same level, but like everything was upside down. It was pretty cool. And then after I beat that boss, it was all new levels again. So yeah, it was really good. Definitely recommend this one. I think I'd probably rate this a little bit higher than Ducks, even though I don't think it's quite as polished. 2 different feelings, and this is a lot more frantic, I would say. But yeah, a very good choice if you enjoy your shooters. Again, this one is on the shoot 'em up pack, which is on the Switch and the Wii U. So there is other ways to play it if you don't want to play the Dreamcast version.
Hello, I'm back again. So this one obviously is a bit more of a popular game because this was released to 3,000 copies. Not too sure why. It also has a little sticker on the seal, which is a bit of a shame that it's actually on the seal. I might have to, when I unseal it, I'm going to have to see if you can reapply it onto the actual case, because that would make it very nice. But yeah, it's got the same little holographic thing on the back. Wolflame plays a lot more different. This, I think, is like more of like a tank style game, a bit like another Sega Saturn game, but I can't think what it's called. Got released with Cotton. Guardian Force. Does it play a bit like that? That's what I'm thinking. Like I say, it's been a long time since I've really put much time into thinking about these games. Another thing to mention, these games are actually region free. It does say on the back. But yeah, let's have a look inside this one and see what it's like, shall we? I'm assuming, again, they're all going to be very similar inside, but you just never know until you open them. Yeah, call this an unboxing video if you want. Yeah, so the disc, again, to say how kick-ass the artwork on these are, the discs are not that exciting, gotta say. Again, we've got the certificate. This just says limited edition to 3,000 copies, where the other one actually it was made to show the number of it. So, and then that was handwritten on. But yeah, so this again, just 2 pages, different languages. On the back, we've got Tough Guy, Arcade Racing Legends, which I believe Pete Armour did a review on. Battle Crust, which I don't know why I didn't order that one. Why didn't I order that one? I'm just wondering if I actually did or not, because it's a bit strange I left that one out. And Arm 7 again. I'm going to have to check my order, because I've got a feeling I'm missing out on that one. Just got a feeling. I don't know. I might be wrong. But anyway, yes, let's see what that game's like, shall we?
So I was a little bit wrong there. This isn't a Guardian Force style game. This is an unashamedly Raiden rip-off. A little bit of a Raiden, cross between a little bit of Dodonpachi. Just a really good mix, to be honest. It definitely puts its influences on its sleeve, and in good measure too. Kind of like does its own thing as well. The thing that you probably might notice is the weapons, how they power up. It's so cool. You have your Raiden style type weapons, however, you can hold them on your left arm and your right arm, so you can mix and match them with great effect, and it really is cool. Obviously, it doesn't actually have the cool funky laser that you get from the original Raidens, but it makes up with, like I say, the mix and matching of it all. It is really cool. This one, however, it did beat me. I couldn't beat it. I did try a few times and I wanted to keep going. However, I knew I just wanted to get these are supposed to be just first looks, so I wanted to make sure that I could play the next game. I did find a few problems with this game, although I did enjoy the game overall. Frame rate did seem a little bit off. It was like a little bit low, and I felt like there's a small amount of lag maybe. I didn't know if that was the problem with using the HD cable that I have. I do know that does cause problems sometimes. So yeah, I would like to play on a CRT. Now, another problem, which I think on a vertical scrolling shooter like this, the Dreamcast port, would have been nice to be able to have a taped mode option. I tried for the best of me to look for one. I couldn't find one. I might be wrong. If anyone knows if you can play this in tape, let me know, because this kind of resolution is always better played in tape. Although it does do quite a good job, I must say, for sort of like a 240p, 40p or maybe 480 style game. So if you enjoy your vertical scrolling shooters, you will enjoy this one. It's not going to blow your socks off or anything like that and be any kind of cave killer, although I don't think it really tries to be. It just does a proficient job of what it wants to do.
And we're back. So yes, we're on the final game, unless Battle Crust is supposed to be coming, and then we've got another one coming. Again, this one's got the sticker on the top, and this is to 3,000 copies as well. Now, I got a feeling that I know why these last two are higher numbered, because these are also on the Wii U. Sorry, they did that Shmup collection. And I'm sure these two were on there, and then they also did the Shmup collection again, which had all 3 of them on. So the Wii one I actually own. I don't have the Switch one, but yeah, this one is the one that I'm looking forward to the most. This looks actually badass. Now, this is more of a Gradius style clone. Like I say, no original ideas here, but that isn't a bad thing. These all play really good. Now, this game came out years ago, I believe, where it was just called Sataeus. But then this is sort of like a more up-rated version of it. Yeah, so completely redesigned and animated for more gaming pleasure. Sataeus next takes you to a galaxy far away. Yeah, I don't know if it's got any extra levels or anything like that or whatever, but yeah, this looks really good. Like I say, it's going to really help with my, I don't know, Gradius addiction. But yeah, anyway, that is the last game. Let us see how this one plays. Oh, hang on a minute. We've not checked inside. Just skip this bit if you're bored of this. But yeah, we're going to look inside it no matter what. Don't want to ruin that top. So let's see what the disc looks like in this one. Is it going to be a pretty one? Again, it's better, but it's not like loads better. And then it's when they're joined together, makes it really difficult. And again, it's just got the 3,000. It doesn't show you what number. Not that that really matters. And then this feels even thinner. So yeah, I don't know why it feels thinner, but it does. And then on the back, we've got Battle Crust, Sternwind, which I got like a couple of years ago now. Ducks, which we've obviously just got, and then Ghostblade, which I already have that on the Dreamcast. Have I got on the Dreamcast? No, I don't have it on the Dreamcast. The Japanese version of it. I do have it on PlayStation 4 though, and it is actually a really good game. One that I didn't like, and then I absolutely loved. But anyway, yeah, let's see how that one plays.
There is no two ways about it. This is a Gradius rip-off and a half. But that is what I was expecting and what we're coming in for, really. It does do things differently. It doesn't power up the same. You do have a charge shot, and that is probably the only difference. Is you get a loadout screen like you would do in the originals. But yeah, no, it's a really good game. It starts off extremely hard. Now, most games kind of like warm you up and then you can get into the game. This just starts off very hard. There's a lot of sort of like environmental kind of dangers and everything like that. There's a bit where you have to like fire at sort of like support beams and fly through them before the beams close back on you, so you can't get through. Kind of like what you'd expect, but then it just throws some random cheat deaths in there as well. So yeah, one again, because it's just a quick look, it's not one that I've been able to complete. The other hard bit from the start is on the first stage, you've got a bloody chase scene, you've got a speed stage, everyone's most hated one. But I suppose it is kind of good. Usually, if you play a Gradius style game, they're usually right at the end, and you like, damn, this bit's hard. You've got to use your muscle memory to remember how to get your way through it. And when you're at the end of like the game, you've got that to all like get to and then remember, so you can do it properly again. I suppose it doesn't make it harder. Whereas this, if you die, you can start again straight away. You don't have to worry about playing the whole game to get to that point. So I suppose it is good and bad. But yeah, frustration but joy at the same time. Now I have noticed with a couple of these ports as well is I've noticed like sort of like it is pixel style graphics, but not sort of like very perfect pixels. There's like a lot of the stuff for emulation errors where sort of like the pixels kind of bleed into the next one. Now again, I don't know if that's something to do with Dreamcast or I have noticed it on other gameplay videos when I've watched them. So I've not heard anyone mention that before, but yeah, it does sort of like kind of dampen the effect of it. I'm looking forward to playing this on a CRT to see if that does make a difference. That probably is for me. If I play this on a CRT, I do have to rip these discs onto a file so I can play them on the GDMU. That would expect that is set up to my CRT. So yeah, it's just a little bit of extra effort to do that. I don't mind because I really want to get good at this game. I do like the look of it. The graphics are stunning, really well drawn. Like the only problem is just the emulation isn't just making it as sharp as it could be, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, the power-ups, I really like the power-ups. This is where it goes into a Darius style game. The power-ups power up exactly the same as you would expect in a Darius game, where you pick up different coloured orbs and they power up your different weapon and sub-weapon and shield. And then that's where the actual love letter to Darius comes about, whereas the shield is exactly the same looking as in Darius, completely ripping it off and looking excellent because of it. Select them at the start of your level, so I think you can change them. You can unlock more as you play the game, and yeah, this is what I'm looking forward to. Just really enjoy the different ones, mix and matching them. Yeah, this is definitely my favourite out of the bunch. great game, and a definite recommendation from me on this one. If out of all of them, this is the one to be. This one is. So my mic cut out there, but I just wanted to say, after playing all them 4 games, I would recommend all of them. As I've said many times before, Pixelheart have done a really good job putting these onto disc and making them look like a PAL game. There isn't many Dreamcast makers that do this. Usually, it would get just put onto a CDR, or it will be in a sort of like a CD jewel case that wouldn't look like the rest of our games. And this does. It just looks like it could just fit into anyone's collection and look beautiful at the same time. All the games are good. Obviously, they're sort of budgety feeling compared to some of the main ones that have come out on the Dreamcast. But all in all, if you're a shooter fan, all of these are well worth your time. And yeah, it's been a good year for Dreamcast homebrew games. There's these, and then I've also just picked up Intrepid Izzy by a company from the UK, and that one really blows it out of the park. That one's really got a high level of polish, and I can't believe that that is a modern retro game running on the Dreamcast. It looks great, and I can't wait to play that one eventually. I want to start that one start to finish. That one's a platform, if you don't know, and definitely one to look out for. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.